everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Charity and today I decided to make a video about how I passed my Nclex with 75 questions. Stay tuned. So I'm gonna go straight to the point and give you like the resources that I used and what helped me. So I prepared for about like a month or so, and like the first 2 weeks I was not really serious, and I remember I had to reschedule my exam because I didn't feel like I was ready. Before I did my exam, I met with a friend who told me that she used Archer Review. At that time I was using UWorld, and I met with a friend who told me like they were using Archer and Archer is the best. And so I was like, okay, let me purchase Archer, and it was like $89. I think that's how much Archer is. So I went and purchased Archer Review, and when I did the questions in Archer, like they told me I had a very not a very but like borderline chance of passing. So that kind of gave me like a jump scare. I was like, no, I cannot take the Nclex until I get like a good, like a good chance of passing. So I decided to like, reschedule it to another date, which was good because my ATT was still valid, because the OTT is only valid for like 3 months. So you definitely don't want to wait until the ATT is done. So when I started using Archer, and I would use Archer and I would also use UWorld, so I used both of them. I felt like UWorld was really helpful when it came to explaining like stuff that I did not understand. It was very nice when they were explaining like disease processes, procedures, like stuff like that. They use such easy terms to understand, and so it was easy for me to actually know what they're talking about and actually like remember, because they were using simple language. Archer, on the other hand, their rationales they don't have very good rationales. Some of the rationales would be like, oh, this is not the answer, or something like that, just basically telling you like this is not the answer. And I wanted to know, why is it not the answer? Like, I selected that answer, why is it not the answer? So yeah, it was that is one thing I can say that was totally different with Archer. That was one of the things that I didn't like about Archer. Other than that, I can say like Archer is way cheaper. UWorld is very expensive. It's like a $200 and something, and it's just for like 2 months or 3 months, and Archer is like $89. So like, if you cannot afford like to buy UWorld, you can buy Archer Review, and the topic that you don't understand, you can watch Nurse Mike on YouTube, or you can listen to McKay. Also, there's this YouTube channel, not YouTube, Facebook group called Archer Review Nclex group. It was very helpful to me because we have like a lot of students there who are taking the Nclex. People from everywhere, from Philippines, all over the world. There's people in that group, and they help each other. They explain, we ask each other questions and stuff like that, and people answer, and people who have done the Nclex come back and say, oh, I passed, this is what I used, and it's been helpful. Another resource that I used Summit College Nclex videos. It was so helpful. Like there's many videos, so I just used like the comprehensive review. I did not watch all of them, but I did not watch all the comprehensive review either. Like, I watched like about two or three comprehensive reviews on Summit College Nclex review, but they are very helpful. I did use what's his name? I did use some of the McKay notes that a friend gave to me after she was done, and they were like they were helpful, but I don't know. It's like a lot of people say that they thought they were a little bit outdated, the notes. So I don't know about that. So I really didn't use a lot of Mackay. I did go through the notes, but it was not really. I did not really see it helping me. It felt like I was just studying the notes. But maybe the videos would help because they deleted all the videos. So I think the videos would be better just to listen as you're driving rather than the notes. So my plan when I was studying was like I would wake up in the morning for the 2 weeks because that's when I started getting serious. Like I took time off work for the 2 weeks before my Nclex and I started studying seriously. So I would wake up in the morning, do whatever I need to do, and then I would go to a school library which is close to me, and I would stay there like for 8 hours or so, and sometimes even 16 hours, and like just study and study and study. Sometimes you get tired of it. You are like, oh, I don't feel like studying today. And it was okay. Sometimes I did take a break. Sometimes I would wake up and I'm like, oh God, I don't know if I can do this. But the thing is, like, once you start doing it, like even when you don't feel like, when you just get up and just go and just do it, your motivation will come back, because our brains are designed funny. They don't they don't like being bothered. So just train your brain to just do stuff. I would tell myself like it's just for 2 weeks, and I'll go study. One of the last days I didn't really study much. I was like listening more to Summit College videos, listening to some stuff, and I did not do a lot of assessment questions on Archer. I did, I don't remember how many, but not too many, like, because I still had questions left when I got done, and so I gave those questions to my friends who were also getting done with school. So they used it. It was very helpful, honestly. Archer, I would say if you're waiting to study, I would say do Archer. Purchase Archer. If you're able to, you can also purchase UWorld. Some people swear by UWorld, some people swear by Archer. I would say they both helped me, but Archer was a little, like, way more helpful because Nclex questions are really, really similar to Archer. Like, they're not long. They're not like super long, like a whole story, a whole background story. So yeah, they were very similar to Archer. So it was nice to see that. And I was not very good like with my scores in Archer. I actually like got was it like 3 high chances of passing? And so at first I was like doubting myself, but it's not about a score. If you focus on the score, you're focusing on the wrong thing. It's if you're understanding the context. Like, because they're not going to ask you the same questions again. They're like, once you do the 75, those 75, you will not be asked again. They might ask something similar to it, but not the exact question. So you have to understand every question as you go. So I would write it down, like every single rationale to every questions on UWorld, on Archer. I would write all the rationales down, just to make sure I understand. And sometimes like I would do a question, I'm like, oh, I wrote this down. And sometimes you don't remember. So after I've answered the question, I would go back and like reread my notes and actually understand. So it's important to like do what I did is like I would do like 75 questions per day, and then I would spend the rest of the day understanding the rationales, if you get what I mean. That was my study plan. Do the questions, understand the rationales. For how I did it, like I just I didn't go through the systems. I did the Archer, the cut in Archer, where I think they mix up everything. That's mostly what I did. And the assessments, there were many things. Like I did not particularly do like one topic until like if I see like unless I see like I was not very good in that topic, then I will go to UWorld and like actually do questions on that topic, and then read the rationales, and then go back to Archer and try to do that topic again, and I would actually improve because the rationales in UWorld are top notch. So yeah, so that was my strategy because I didn't have time again. Like I didn't have time to sit down and study all the questions, so I would just study everything, select all the questions and just study everything. I would suggest that you don't do that. Don't wait until it's like 2 weeks, because it's a hit or miss, you never know. But also it's also possible to study, but you have to dedicate so much time to it. Like you have to actually take your time, do the questions and read the rationales. You have to take your good sweet time to do all of that. So yeah, I also, when you're done with the questions, they do give you a sample of the next gen, and it's not that bad, guys. I promise. It's not that bad. You do have to read a lot. Like you do have to use critical thinking, because they will show you everything, like labs and all that. So just, it's not something that if you have gone through 2 years of nursing, you can do it. And I'm sure like right now there's like Archer gives you a choice. Like right now you can have the next gen. Once you purchase, you can have the next gen and you can have the old Nclex. So you can choose which one you want to do. So you can practice from both. I did not see that option in UWorld, so I don't know. So that's another reason to purchase Archer. Yeah, Archer is good, but don't take my word for it. You do because everybody has their own different ways of studying. But yeah, I've met a lot of people who use Archer and have been good. And it was so exciting when it was scary first when the computer shut off at 75 questions, because I was running out of time. I was like so scared to even answer. I was like, oh my God, am I overthinking this? And when I went home, after I got the email that, you completed the test or whatever, I don't remember the exact email and what it says. When I went home and I was like, okay, let me do the Pearson view trick. And I did it and I got a good pop-up and I was so happy. I was so excited. I could not believe it. So you can do it too. Actually, I never thought I would be one of those people who would be like, I passed Nclex in 75 questions. I never thought it would be me. Like I was ready to do all of them, So be ready to do all the questions. Another advice someone gave me was take the break, because after like 2 hours they do give you a break. And I remember my 2-hour mark, I was like in questions 50 something, and I was like, should I really take a break? Like what if I don't have enough time? But then I remembered what everybody who passed always, most of them will tell you, take a break. It'll help you, refresh your mind. So I went to the bathroom, I drank some water, I stretched a little bit, prayed a little bit. I was like, oh God, please help me. And I came back, I felt refreshed, and I continued answering. And at that time when I went for the break, when I came back, I felt more in a much better mental condition to answer the questions. And also like I can tell you that I answered the questions way better. So yeah, definitely take a break. I don't know, like I'm sorry this video is all over the place because my thoughts are everywhere, but I really hope it helps. Even if it's just one person, I'll be so grateful. So yeah, I hope you guys pass your Nclex. You're already a nurse, believe that and live by that. Like you've worked so hard, you have been through nursing school up to here. Like nothing can stop you now. Nothing can stop you now. Like you will do it, and I am right behind you telling you can do it. If I did it, you can do it. And just keep studying, just keep doing what you're doing. And even when you don't feel like it, just listen to the videos. Just take a break sometime, go out with your family, with your friends, watch that movie. It's okay. you need to relax. So yeah, I hope it helped you, and thank you for watching. Bye.